Yeah, so we just starting another one.
Difficult.
Technical difficulties. So finishing that one, yeah, just people hiding pretty much. Trying to build themselves up off other people, trying to build up their position within the gym of other people, and trying
some
to
examples
build
you have of that would be people wanting to just get close to fighters. Oh, I'll give them extra training. Oh, I'll give you often see it over, and then almost, oh yeah, I told them that. No man, you didn't. Oh shit.
And yeah, we're like building up people. Everyone gets a fair bit of attention, regardless of if they're a competitor, whatever their goals are.
Opportunities.
Everyone gets a chance, and no one gets
Special.
No one gets special treatment like that over the top in that sort of scenario. Yeah, so no building yourself up or your egos up off the back of other people. 3, not being coachable. I was just saying, me and Pat sometimes weren't that coachable, but we never went. We don't go over the top when we're trying to coach people. Like the example I was thinking was, we're doing the jab or something. Like if we're doing the jab and I say it to someone, or we're doing whatever, a standard jab, and someone else comes to me, like say someone who's fairly creative or has their own way of doing it. Maybe George says, oh, I want to throw it, I'm a bit shorter, so I throw it with a bit more of a Superman to cover distance. Fine, I'll work with that. Maybe Kyle is like, oh, I want to cover a bit more ground, I want to do more GSP, reach with it. Yeah, of course, work away. One person who was in a conversation like that with one of the coaches, his response was, oh. Coach was like, what? He goes, I said, go fuck yourself, coach. That's not being coachable.
Go fuck yourself, coach.
Yeah, so
that's another thing. If there's
ridiculous,
too many people in here and in gyms across the board that just have that hidden agenda. Like your man that did tell one of the coaches to go fuck himself, you never in a million years would have thought you would, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you have. But if you think you can tell a coach to fuck off or go fuck yourself or you're a faggot or something like that, never, ever come back into the club again. And if times are a bit different, we won't touch on this too much, but. Yeah, I'm not going to say that on camera. But you can't just tell people to go, I think they won't do anything about it. Like I personally had to get in the middle of that last scenario because your man's going to get his head kicked in. You want to turn around and tell someone to go fuck themselves. I think they won't do anything about it when most of them are professional fighters.
Especially, it was so bizarre because the person was literally just trying to improve him. He wasn't giving out to him or anything. He was telling him how to improve his striking.
So
it's just bizarre.
Yeah, just bizarre.
But it happens, and that's not the only case of that happening. Like stuff like that happens, and you're just like, what is going on? What is the issue with this person?
And then gym rules over like I know the gym rules are changing and stuff, but like if a gym, not just our gym, if any gym in the country makes a rule, if you don't like that rule, you don't go to the gym. You don't go into the gym and try to change the rules. You know, like you can't use the changing rooms. Example. Don't leave your bikes on the floor. Make sure you have a lock on your bike outside because things get robbed around here. And then if you don't abide by that and it doesn't go correctly, you can't just turn around and be like, what I'm trying to say is, if you want your own rule set, go make your own gym and see how hard it is to have a gym.
Yeah, I think it's important to say that we're very fair. If someone came to us with a point like whatever, we'd be open to talking about it. But simply like leaving your bike somewhere, that's a hazard. Someone falls over it, that's going to be an issue. That's our issue.
And it's usually that me and John don't even mind personally. It's that it was put onto us to mind. For example, what I'm talking about just here, one of them is when somebody rang the fire marshal on us. Wonder who. And the fire marshal came in, he was completely fine. She was like, look, a neighbour and somebody called up, they said this, this and this. And I was like, well, that isn't true, let me bring you around. It ended up costing us an X amount of money to have the gym up to fire marshal standard, and we had to change around a lot of stuff. But one thing that he kept ramming home on, he was like, there can't be bikes on the floor. He's like, the gym's really well done. It's really well laid out, all your channels and stuff. But if there's bikes on any of those positions, it's a tripping hazard and consequences. No problem at all. I thought it was easy. I thought that would have been one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
People just ignoring what you're saying. You're physically going over to window house, you're like, look, I told you twice or 3 times not to have the bike in the gym. And they're looking at you as if you're the problem then. Like I got to the stage I just said to one chap, which was like, look, I've been nice and more than nice to you about this. I've said to you about 10 times. If the fire marshal comes in here, he's going to shut us down. So next time I come in, if your bike's there, I'm just throwing it down the stairs out the door. And that's it. That was the last time I seen the bike on the floor.